So Daisy and I have left the Yampa River State Park. We're on our way to Steamboat Lake State Park. And we actually drove a little north of it. We've passed it already to come check out this Hahns Peak Lake campground. Google Maps says it's top rated. So Daisy and I just pulled into site number 6 with the cool camp to get out and take a look around. And man, I tell you what, this is some incredible scenery. One of the things that made me want to stop at campsite number 6, but they all kind of seem to appear that way, was that back behind it, the land seems to slope down. I'm kind of wondering if that leads to water. And there's a little trail over here. But look at this site, right here from the picnic table. Oh, wow. Daisy, we gotta come stay here. So sure enough, right here from the picnic table and the fire ring, there's a trail that leads down here. And I haven't made it to the drop-off yet. It does go downhill, but just right here from the top, I can already see some water. Let's go look at it, Daisy. So naturally, Daisy had to go get in that water. Oh, man. I wonder if this is part of the lake. Okay, another view of the water. And we've come up on, well, the restrooms. This indicates there's a shoreline trail and a picnic area off over in this direction. So this is the picnic area. There's a picnic table over there. Picnic table over here that I have Daisy tied to, because there's actually some people fishing down there. But this is a great view of the lake. And there's somebody fishing down there. Wow. So the first area that we took a look at from campsite number 6 was units 1 through 11. That way. With the awesome scenery. Now we're going to go see what 12 through 27 has to offer with the awesome scenery in this direction. So this is site number 24. I noticed these metal clips hanging on the post. Maybe you can reserve these. I'm going to have to look into this. Most of the sites that we've seen are pull-throughs. This particular one seems to be a back-in, and I'm not real good at backing that cool camp. But out of these, this one seems to be my favorite. However, I think 1 through 11 would be more up mine and Daisy's alley, because this one is not close to the water. But it does have some incredible scenery. So this site that we just kind of stopped in to get out and take a look around is a double unit. I've seen a couple of those. So if you like to come camping with family or friends and need a place to set up 2 campers, they have them. Oh, you hear that beeping? Now it stopped. Maybe it went dead. That's my carbon monoxide detector. I had it in this bucket. No, there it goes. Had it in this bucket with some of my hot tent equipment. Yeah, I must have accidentally activated it. Turned it on somehow. Okay, Daisy, let's go see what else we can see. Okay, we're at the self-service pay station. But here's a good little map of the campground. So 1 through 11 is near some water. The others, they call it the woods loop. It's just off out in the woods. So we're going to remember that, Daisy. 1 through 11. It's $26 a night at the time of this filming, $52 if you want one of those double sites. And I tell you what, this is a sheep grazing area. I did not know that. Recently been replanted. So yeah, so this is kind of cool. That scenery is really cool. Daisy, we didn't see anybody here, however. I mean, Google Maps says it's top rated. We saw no one. Maybe it's not open yet. Still may be closed for the season. We're going to have to look into it and find out when it opens and if it's reservable. So we're on our way out of here now, and this deer just crossed the road in front of us. He looking at us, Daisy. He thinking, what are those guys up to? Maybe we'll see another one. Look at these aspen trees, Daisy. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're still on our way out of Hahns Peak Lake campground. And I passed up an opportunity to get a good shot of it from up above. But now look what I see. A big lake over there. That might be Steamboat Lake, Daisy. That's where we're going. That's home for tonight. Let's go check it out. So we are on our way to Steamboat Lake State Park. That's where our campsite is tonight. Have I mentioned that we have re-entered the Route National Forest? And we come across this East Side Day Use Area sign just right down this road. We're going to go check it out first. Okay, so we're at the East Side Day Use. That kind of makes me wonder if there's a West Side Day Use. But the first thing I see is there's a $5 daily fee. Well, wouldn't you know, I only have a $20 bill with me. We're not going to be here but just a minute. We just want to look around. Okay, welcome to the Hahns Peak Lake East Side Day Use Area. I don't know, there's a lot of, well, I don't know what there is. Let's go see. But I can tell you one thing there is. A paved sidewalk. And over there, there's a sign that says, oh, wait a minute. The East Side Trailhead. I don't know if we want to go hike a trail, Daisy. We ain't got all that much time. Okay, well, that sidewalk from the parking lot kind of continues on that way. But we've just stopped here. A little sheltered picnic area. And I noticed the water. Now, over there, looks like that might be that East Side Trail. And there's a guy fishing down there. There's a trail from this one that goes down to the water. But we're not going to go check that out. Okay, so we are at Steamboat Lake State Park. Site number 62. It is a back-end site, but I didn't have no problems doing that. And the first thing I did was set up the canopy. This one does not have a shelter. So we just got here. I mean, the canopy is the only thing I've really even got out of the camper yet. But I'm really liking this setup because we have nobody next to us. That's a service road over there that's gated off. You can't even get to it. There's a little bit of a downhill slope to the picnic table. The fire ring is right here, but I don't think I'm going to be using that. There's I guess a tent pad in the back. If we fire up the bomb diggity bonfire again tonight, that's probably where we'll put it. And did I mention the trees? We have got trees all around. It kind of feels like we're camping in the woods, Daisy, instead of a state park. In fact, I've got Daisy kind of tied off to one while I get things set up. And she's over here enjoying the shade. Okay, Daisy. I'm gonna go get finished. You stay right here. Daisy, I'm talking to you. So here's what I'm thinking now. We are in the state park, but we pretty much just come straight to our campsite. We haven't seen any of it. Now that the cool camp is unhooked from the mighty Telluride, let's take a stroll through the park, or a ride through the park rather, and see what we can see. Okay, Daisy, I guess to start off with, right here from the cool camp, we're just gonna take a little look around. Now that mountain right there, from a distance, appears to have something on top of it. So it looks like there's something on top of that peak. I don't know what that is, and I don't even know what peak that is. But I'm kind of wondering if that is Hahns Peak. I should have done some research before I come. Okay, so from the back side of the cool camp, we've got these mountains. Some more over here. Let me step around just a little bit. Some of them still got snow on them. And a little bit of a view of the lake. That's pretty cool. Let's go see some more of it, Daisy. So we just kind of started cruising off around the campground first, and we come up on site number 74, and nobody's in it, so we're gonna get out and take a look. But I can see some water from here. Oh, wait a minute. That's too much. Something's happened with my zoom. I might have to reset my phone. Now it wants me, instead of pressing a button, it wants me to do this little slider thing. But there's some water down there, Daisy. And look, some more mountains in the background. Cool. So Daisy, I think if I could talk your mama into coming, we would want to try to get Site 105. Look, it has electricity and a fantastic view of part of the lake. Remember that, 105. Okay, Daisy, we have come to an area they call Rainbow Ridge. And if you look to the right from there, oh wow, beautiful mountains and a good shot of the lake. I even seen some moo cows over there, Daisy. Okay, kind of looking straight ahead is that other mountain range. If I can get this slide thing to work. There we go. There's another mountain range over there. All right. And then to the left, more of Steamboat Lake. And that one curious mountain, I'm going to look that up. But that is cool. That might be the whole lake, Daisy. Okay, Daisy, so this is the campground we're in. For some reason they call it Sunrise Vista Campground, even though I thought we was in Harebell, but that just turns out Harebell is just one of the loops. So that's cool. We went here to the visitor center. We did not go to Placer Cove, but that's just a swimming area. I don't really want to go swimming. So right now, we are at Rainbow Ridge out on this little point. And we look to the left and we look to the right and we seen what appears to be Steamboat Lake. I say we keep going, go see what this Meadow Point is all about. And then this caught my attention. The Route National Forest access. We might go back to the Route National Forest and see what we can see there. Okay, so now we are at Meadow Point. Looks to me like this might be the last stop inside the state park. And it has a good view of the lake. And the mountains. But that's about it. I think we've seen everything here. Let's go check out this National Forest access. Daisy, we have turned off on Mill Creek Road. And I don't really know how to explain it, but I've always read or heard about that. It's supposed to be some incredible scenery. And so far, so good. We haven't gone very far at all. But the reason we stopped is because of this. There's a gate over the road and it says it's closed. So I guess we'll just turn around and head on back to the state park. We are back at our campsite now. Actually, the canopy's already discovered, probably because that one went by, a few raindrops. But we are back at the camp, and we're trying to regroup. We're looking around to see what else we can go see. I think we've seen the whole state park. And there's a lot to do here. Don't get me wrong. If you're into boating or fishing, but we're mostly just wanting to go sightseeing. And I think we've seen the whole park. We need to find something else. Daisy, our canopy is dirty. But you hear them raindrops? You hear them raindrops, old girl? We're not going to sit out here in the rain and do nothing. I just found something for us to do. The Little Snake River. It's only about half an hour away from here, near the Wyoming border. Let's go see it. So when Daisy and I left the state park, and actually we drove past that Hahns Peak Lake campground, the road was a paved road. Google Maps did tell me that it would turn into a dirt road, and sure enough it did. And we have stopped just on the side of it because we are in the tallest, wait, I might have to zoom back out, the tallest stand of aspen trees I've ever seen. I've never seen aspen trees this big. I mean, I've seen a lot of them because I live in Colorado, but not this big. Wow. Look at this one, Daisy. I mean, just take a look at this crazy thing. It just goes and goes and goes all the way to the top. Okay, old girl. Let's get back in the car and go find this river. Well, we are here, Daisy. I just picked out this spot on Google Maps at random. I just dropped a pin. Actually, we've already passed the pin because that was a private gated community. So I guess we're not going to get to see the river after all. It's time to turn around and head on back. Okay, we're on our way back now, and there is a little shot of it. this is not exactly what I was hoping to find. These power lines are in the way. There's a gate right here. I guess somebody's house over here. There's another view of the river, though. If you wanted to see the river like I did, there it is. Okay, if we see it again, we'll stop and take a look. But it don't look like we're gonna be able to get in it. I know Daisy is disappointed. This is where I dropped the pin, and I wasn't really trying to spy on anybody. I was just tracing the river on Google Maps and wanted to see it. And this is where it brought me. Well, you can't get in there, or I can't anyway. So from the dirt road, you do get one more shot of the river. But I want you to take a look at these houses. You know, I'm having to work this zoom. Look at that. There's a nice one over here. These are $1 million properties. Off out in the middle. Look, they got their own private little ponds and stuff. Some barns. I don't even know what this is. This must be like some movie star homes or something. Right on the Little Snake River. Rednecks like me are not invited. This could be the craziest thing I've done all day. But Daisy's getting in the water. She's happy. I was not going to drive through that. We're on our way back from those millionaires' houses or whatever that was. I don't even know what that was. And we seen these two ruts through the woods. Wait a minute, let me get on the back side of the mighty Telluride and I'll kind of indicate what I'm talking about. This is evidently a Jeep road. Yeah, there they are. The two ruts off of the road, but there was no signs that said no trespassing. So we turned off down here to see where it goes. And we hit that water down there. That's about as far as we're gonna go. Okay, Daisy, let's head on back to camp. Oh boy, I hope this guy is friendly. Hey puppy, you're wagging your tail. Hey, I see you wagging your tail. I just want to look at these sheeps. Are you playing with the sheeps? Or you're a sheepdog? Yeah, we seen this on our way back. We never noticed them on the way to where we was going. There's some sheep over here. And now I have been welcomed by a sheepdog. Okay, buddy. I'm getting back in my car now. Don't bite me in the butt. We'll see you later. See ya. Okay, Daisy, we back at the camp now. You finish eating? Yeah, that was a little bit more of a road trip than I thought it would be. We just gonna sit down and chill out for a little while. Okay, I did indeed stop off in Hayden and get me a can of off. Because we've already experienced a few mosquitoes. But we about to fire up the chimney. The charcoal chimney and grill some burgers. Okay, Daisy. It's time to get supper underway. So I put 2 tumbleweeds on the flattest rock I could find, which finding rocks in Colorado is not hard. And now we're going to set the charcoals on top of it in the chimney. We're going to get them going. Well, once the chimney is done, Daisy and I kind of enjoyed these Angus beefsteak burgers. We're going to do up 2 more of them on the hibachi. So I've only done 1 cast iron plate. The idea is I'm going to pour the coals underneath that one. I'm going to just do 1 at a time. I'll cook hers first, and that way I can put it in a plate and let it be cooling off. And then I'll cook mine. And I like mine hot. But I don't need to fill the whole thing up with charcoal. So what I have left, I'll just dump in here. Now you can see, instead of using a tumbleweed, I have the charcoal bag in there, because this is the last of our charcoal. We're going to have to stop and get some more. But you've heard of a candlelit dinner before? Tonight we're going to have a bonfire dinner. Okay, we still waiting on the charcoals to get ready. But I just thought of something. You know, Daisy and I like to kind of eat late. How about you? The sun is about to go down over that mountain. It's about to get dark out here, and we just now going to be eating supper. Do you like to eat early or late? Okay, one last shot of Steamboat Lake State Park. Sitting around the bonfire. Daisy's over there, ready to go to bed. In the cool camp. Okay, this might be the conclusion of episode 4. We'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. We survived another night. It rained a little bit last night, but not on me and Daisy, not in the cool camp. So for breakfast today, we're going to try something a little different. Bird nest. So Daisy and I followed that service road that runs right by our camp, and it brought us down to the lake in the views of the mountains. Oh yeah. Come back, Daisy. So this will be, I know I probably keep saying this will be our last video in Steamboat. But this has been a good trip. We like this place too. In fact, we haven't had a bad time, period.